We're doing another example of songwriter-publisher splits that are uneven. This one's a little more complex, but basically the same as the last one. We're going to be adding these 4 different writers. There's 3 writers that have the same publisher, so you can see the grand totals up here for the different 2 publishers. We're going to start with the top one here, Kale. The first thing you want to do is figure out the total percentage between the two, the publisher and the writer. So in this case, if you add these 2 up together, it becomes 14.5%. So if you haven't already, you'll create your song, which is in another video. This is just specifically creating weird splits. You'll want to start with that, not there. So we're going to add the first writer, Kale, and he just happens to be selected, nice and convenient. And then here we're going to add the 14.59%. Like in the previous video, we're going to ignore these percentages for now because we're going to be changing those. So we're going to save this and then double click in here. And we need to make sure that our calculating using defaults is unchecked. So typically this, when you come into the screen, this may be defaulted to check. So on the publisher's shares is the go back here, is the 834 percentage, and then the remaining goes to the writer. So we're going to put the publisher in here as 8.34, and then we can just cut and paste the rest. And then the writers is 6.25. And then we save it. And then if we look at our spreadsheet here, you can see it's 834 all the way across and 6.25 all the way across, which is the same thing we have here. So now basically we're going to do the same thing for all the writer-publisher combinations. So our next one is Master Vance, and it's just a shade different percentage of 14.58. So now we're going to add our Vance Masters, or Master Vance. And the same thing, we're going to put the total between the 2, writer and publisher. Ignore these for now. Save it, and then go into here. Verify we're not checked here. And then we're going to add the 8.33 for the publisher. Cut and paste, paste, paste. And then the writer is going to get 6.25. See, paste. Save. Add the next writer. And this one is a bigger one, so we're at 39.58. 39.58. Save. Click. And then our publisher is going to get the smaller part this time, 8.33. And then the writer is actually getting 31.25. Save and save and close. And our last writer is Dougal Donald, and he'll have the remaining total left because he's our last one, so he's 31.25. And then we're just save it like before. Double click, We can see it. This is 25%. And then 6.25%. And then we're going to save it. So that's just all of our riders. And we're going to take a look at our license share report. So we are sure we got 100%. And there's our 100%. And then if we compared this list to this list, you'd see it exact match. So the key is just to total up the writer publisher share for each writer publisher relationship, and then enter that in, and then divvy it up as if you were almost, if you're splitting it, it would just be a 50-50, but in this case it's not. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.